It was supposed to be a night of celebration, but instead a prom after party in Jasper turned into pure chaos. Around midnight Sunday, gunfire erupted at this home in North Jasper. 9 teenagers ages 15 to 19 were shot, but thankfully all of them are expected to be okay. Sheriff's deputies say around 250 people were at this house when it all happened. Good evening, Southeast Texas. I'm Cameron Seibert. Tonight, deputies are working to find out who threw the party and who's responsible for the violence. 12 News reporter Ebony Coleman spent the day in Jasper, and she actually spoke with a teenager who was at the party. Ebony, how is she holding up?
Hey, Cameron. I spoke to a teenager at Jasper High School. She's a senior there, and she was standing right next to someone who actually got hit. She was hoping to have a good time on this night. Instead, she just feels lucky to be alive.
I was excited to go to the party and celebrate with my classmates.
Jasper High School senior Madeline Collins was attending a party at this home on County Road 263 in North Jasper. She said it was a typical night, listening to music and talking to her friends until just after midnight when she heard the sounds of gunshots.
I seen the pop, like, you know how it makes a light, it makes a bright light, and I seen it popped and I fell.
She managed to run to safety, but her other 3 cousins weren't as lucky.
When I turned around, she was on the ground with a gunshot wound, and all I could hear was her screaming my name and saying, "Maddie, please help, help, help."
They were among a group of 9 teenagers who were hit by gunfire.
We have a total of 9 victims. 8 of them went to the hospital, and as far as we know, only 1 has been transferred to Beaumont at this time. The ages of the children range from 15 to 19 years old, and all the injuries are non-life-threatening.
Jasper County Sheriff Mitchell Newman says his deputies are leaving no stone unturned as they search for the person responsible.
This was a huge party. There's lots of kids there. We need the kids to come forward that was there and tell us what they seen or what they heard.
While Madeline is shaken up, she's grateful nobody was killed.
I'm lucky. I'm really lucky, and the people who got shot but still is alive is very lucky.
Jasper ISD officials put out a statement earlier saying they plan to have a larger police presence at school this week, and counselors will be available for any students who need help. Ebony Coleman, 12 News.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Ebony. Also, we're learning tonight that deputies in Jasper are investigating a second shooting. They believe this one could be connected. It happened on Valley Drive, just off Bevel Loop. The sheriff's office says a white sedan was seen at the after-prom party and was also involved in this second shooting. The sedan was stopped by DPS troopers and is being processed. Deputies say they are still looking for several people of interest from both shootings. You should stick with 12 News on air and online as we get more information tomorrow. Beaumont police this weekend are putting out a call for surveillance video after a shooting on Saturday morning. It happened around 9:30 in the 100 block of East Florida. Right now, 1 victim is in critical condition. Beaumont police asking any citizens or business owners in that area to check your surveillance camera, and if you see anything suspicious, you should report it. A reminder, you can leave an anonymous tip with Crime Stoppers. A family in Jasper is asking for help this weekend to find their missing loved one. 52-year-old Wayne Ayers was last seen leaving Jasper County. He was headed to Beaumont Wednesday afternoon around 1:30, but family have not seen or heard from him since. The Jasper County Sheriff's Office found a car that Ayers was driving burned in Viter on the side of Mansfield Ferry Road. Ayers is pictured there on your screen. He has gray hair, wears glasses. He's about 5 feet 9 inches tall. If you know anything about his whereabouts, contact the Jasper County Sheriff's Office. Some cooler temperatures overnight in the Golden Triangle as we turn things over to the storm trackers. A live look outside on the Roofing 911 Sky Cam Network. Beautiful view there over our 12 News studios. I'm in the Storm Tracker Center right now with meteorologist Kerry Cooper. Kerry, this afternoon temperature is around 60, but tonight falling to the 50s.
Into the 50s. That's well below normal for this time of the year. As we talked about earlier, we just can't get rid of the
Winter
cool
just
weather.
keeps going.
It wants to stick around, but hey, we know what's coming eventually. So
yeah, we'll take it.
Bottle it up if you can. But it's cool out there tonight. That north wind blowing. We're in the 50s with a north wind about 15. Our Roofing 911 Sky Cam Network. It's going to be a chilly night with cloudy skies and temperatures in the 50s. Temperatures right now compared to 24 hours ago, we're running some 6 to 7 degrees colder. than we were this time last night. And remember earlier we talked about that upper level disturbance working across the area today. That's what happened. That kept the clouds, a little bit of light rain in place, and also the cooler temperatures. Looking at futurecast, we'll continue to drop on down to the lower to middle 50s later tonight. Could be a sprinkle or two here and there, not a big deal. And I think we'll start out with clouds tomorrow. That's almost a certainty, but some slow clearing throughout the afternoon is possible. We'll talk about that. And yes, more rain chances this week in just a few minutes.
All right, a reminder tonight that there's still some time left to cash in on the emergency supplies tax-free weekend. Hurricane season is just around the corner here in Southeast Texas, and there's not a better time to get prepared. Those deals running through tomorrow. You can even do your shopping online. Here's some of the items included: generators under $3,000, cheaper items as well, like batteries, fire extinguishers, first aid kits, and tarps. All important stuff to have in case of an emergency. For a list of the items that are on sale this weekend, you can visit our website. 12 News is your election headquarters, and early voting starts tomorrow here in Southeast Texas. We've been tracking all the biggest local races. The poll's going to open tomorrow morning at 7 and 8 o'clock, depending on which election you're voting in. In Beaumont, we have big races for mayor and council members, also important seats up for grab on the school board. Early voting runs from April 24th to May 2nd. Election day will be on May 6th. And we've put all the information in one place for you. If you just text the word VOTE to 409-838-1212, we will send everything you need to know right to your phone. You can also visit our website, 12newsnow.com/vote, for all the information. Another reminder this weekend that our big mayoral debate is coming up this Thursday. 12 News will have all three candidates right here in studio to answer your questions. Mayor Robin Mouton, Roy West, and James Eller Jr. battling it out for Beaumont's top seat. A 1-hour special debate happening this Thursday. It starts at 6 p.m. Certainly you won't want to miss it. Some other stories developing tonight. A new poll shows nearly 70% of GOP voters still stand behind Donald Trump after his arrest in New York City. The NBC News poll released today shows 68% of Republican primary voters agree that the investigations into Trump are politically motivated and are designed to stop him from winning. At this point, it appears that Trump is the clear front runner in the early race for the Republican nomination. 46% of Republican voters picked Trump as their first choice. 31% say they would select Florida Governor Ron DeSantis instead. Right now, a massive migrant caravan is making its way through Mexico. The group plans to protest and demand the closure of detention centers after a fire at a migrant center last month killed 40 people. The group of around 3,000 started their walk from near the Guatemalan border today. They say they aim to reach Mexico City to demand changes in the way migrants are treated. And those migrants are mainly from Central America, Venezuela, Ecuador, and Colombia. In the past, caravans like this one have continued to the U.S. border.